You change your oil, top up coolant, and check tire pressure to keep your car running, right? But here's the truth. Even if you do all of that, there are still hidden tricks that mechanics use to make engines run smoother, quieter, and almost brand new again. Tricks that most car owners never even hear about. And before we dive in, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you're not only learning amazing things about cars every week, but you'll also be helping me reach the YouTube monetization criteria, which supports my college fees and gives me the financial help I need to keep creating these videos. So thank you in advance. It really means a lot. Now let's get started. So the first thing that makes an old or rough-running engine come alive again is a deep intake system cleaning. Over time, carbon and dirt, build up inside your throttle body and intake valves. This buildup basically chokes your engine, reducing airflow and just killing performance. Mechanics usually grab an intake cleaner spray, which is something you can pick up for just a few bucks, and run it straight into the throttle body while the engine's running. This stuff dissolves years of grime almost instantly. The result? You get a smoother idle, quicker throttle response, and yeah, even better fuel economy. Another overlooked secret is the PCV valve replacement. The positive crankcase ventilation valve is tiny, cheap, and honestly, it's often ignored. When it clogs, pressure starts building up inside the engine, and oil can start leaking or burning. That's actually why older engines often smoke or go through oil so fast. Replacing this one small part can restore balance, cut down on oil consumption, and help your seals last way longer. It's a $10 fix that, honestly, feels like a $500 engine refresh. Now here's a hack that mechanics rarely talk about: the fuel system reset. If your car has lost its pep, there's a good chance your fuel injectors are dirty. You can use a concentrated fuel system cleaner, but honestly, the real magic happens when you do it right before an oil change. Why? Because the cleaner thins the oil a bit and can contaminate it. By timing it just before an oil change, you get maximum cleaning without any long-term risk. This trick helps bring back lost power, prevents engine knock, and yeah, can even quiet down those ticking lifters. Speaking of oil, let's talk about the engine flush trick. Over time, sludge builds up inside your engine. Normal oil changes don't remove it. That's why some engines get noisier and lose power with age. Adding an engine flush additive just before your oil change and letting the car idle for 10 to 15 minutes helps dissolve that sludge. When you drain the oil, all that gunk comes out with it. Fill it with fresh, high-quality oil and a good filter, and suddenly your engine runs quieter and revs more freely, almost like it just rolled out of the factory. But oil type also matters. Here's another insider hack: switching to high-mileage synthetic oil once your car passes 75,000 miles. This oil has special additives that recondition seals, reduce leaks, and protect against wear better than standard oil. It's one of the easiest ways to extend the life of an older engine while making it feel smoother and more responsive. Now, let's talk about spark plugs. Most people replace them only when the car misfires, but dirty or worn plugs slowly kill efficiency long before that. Upgrading to high-quality iridium or platinum spark plugs can bring back lost horsepower and improve cold starts. Combine that with a fresh set of ignition coils or wires if yours are old, and you'll feel like the car gained back years of lost performance overnight. Here's another secret vacuum leak check. You might not notice it, but even a small vacuum leak throws off your air-fuel mixture, making your engine rough and weak. Mechanics use smoke machines to find them, but you can do a quick DIY check by lightly spraying carb cleaner around vacuum hoses and intake gaskets while the engine is idling. If the RPM suddenly changes, you found a leak. Fix it, and your engine instantly runs smoother and stronger. Now, if you really want your engine to feel new again, you can't ignore the cooling system. Old coolant loses its ability to protect against corrosion and overheating. Flushing the system and refilling it with fresh coolant not only protects the engine from overheating, but also improves efficiency since your engine runs at the correct temperature. Combine that with a new thermostat if your car has high miles, and you'll notice quicker warm-ups and more consistent performance. Here's one of my favorite hacks, and hardly anyone does it, cleaning the MAF sensor. The mass airflow sensor tells your computer how much air is entering the engine. When it gets dirty, your engine computer guesses wrong, and you end up with weak acceleration and poor fuel economy. A quick clean with MAF sensor spray, never touch it with your hands, can restore accuracy, giving you smoother power delivery and better MPG almost instantly. And don't forget about the engine mounts. This one isn't about horsepower, but it changes how your engine feels. Old, worn mounts make the engine shake and rattle, making the whole car feel rough. Replacing them makes the engine feel tighter, smoother and quieter, just like it did when it was new. Finally, here's the most underrated hack of all driving style reset. If you always drive short trips and never push your engine, carbon builds up. Taking your car for a spirited drive on the highway, keeping the RPMs higher for a while, can burn off deposits and free up stuck piston rings. Mechanics call this an Italian tune-up. Done occasionally, it keeps your engine clean and responsive without any special tools. Now imagine this. You've cleaned your intake, flushed the sludge, upgraded your plugs, replaced that $10 valve, and given your engine a proper tune-up drive. Suddenly, the same car that felt tired and sluggish feels responsive, powerful, and almost new again. And the best part? Most of these hacks cost less than a single trip to the mechanic. So here's the real secret. It's not about buying a new car when your old one starts feeling weak. It's about knowing these hidden tricks that bring your engine back to life. And before you click away, don't forget, subscribing to our channel will not only let you keep learning amazing things about cars, but it will also directly help me reach monetization, which goes toward my college fees and gives me financial support to keep creating these videos for you. So please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me.